Today, I'm going to be going over my top four NFL picks for week two's Thursday night football. We have the Bills versus the Dolphins, and I actually love quite a few props tonight. So let's get into it, guys. If you're interested in joining VIP, it's $20 a month. I post slips for PrizePicks, UnderDog, Sleeper, Chalkboard, and Betr, as well as sportsbook bets. $20 a month, you won't regret it. And you can sign up to UnderDog Fantasy using code TTL and get a deposit bonus up to $1,000 as well as a free pick. So go ahead and use code TTL when you sign up to Underdog, claim that $1,000 deposit bonus, and you can tell any of my picks over on Underdog as well as get a free month of VIP. Let's get into today's video and let's get into the props. So our first prop of the day is going to be Tyreek Hill over 98.5 receiving yards. 11,000 people have already taken this prop. This starts 8:15 p.m. I usually say the starting time for MLB games, but NFL, it's Thursday night football. It's going to be 8:15 p.m. But over 98.5 receiving yards, that number is massive. But we're talking about Tyreek Hill here. He got 130 receiving yards in his first game this season. And let's go ahead and head over to outlier.bet. You can use my link for a free week over there. But let's head over to Outlier and look at the stats for Tyreek Hill. So let's go ahead and click on players and search up Tyreek Hill. And we can see right here over 98.5 receiving yards. We can see this season, the one game 3 days ago on Sunday, he went over with 130 receiving yards. Now, last season, he went over in 9 of 17 games with a median of 99 receiving yards and an average of 109. And then in home games last season, like tonight, he went over in 6 of 8 games with 125 receiving yards per game on average and an even higher median of 129 receiving yards median. Now, the Bills do have a great receiving defense as of last year, sixth in the league with a 206.2 receiving yards allowed. And when we take a look, we can see the Dolphins pass to run rate. They pass in 58% of plays and run in 42%. And Tyreek Hill is the highest target share percentage for receptions by far. He had 171 targets last season with a 31.1% target share. I don't think he's going to have any issues getting the receiving yards today. And absolutely just loving this prop. So let's lock that in. And I do like pairing that with another correlated pick, actually. And I like pairing it with Tua over 270.5 passing yards. So this is 17.1 thousand people have already taken this. This number is, again, a little bit high, but Tua's been looking fantastic. He looked fantastic last game, and I think he's going to continue doing that today. Let's go ahead and take a look at the stats here and pull it up on our screen. So over 270.5 passing yards. We can see last season he went over in 44%, 8 of 18. In home games, he did go over in 56%, 5 of 9. And we can see he came pretty close in almost all of these games. In 2024, so in his last game, he got 338 passing yards, which is phenomenal. And with Tyreek Hill, I don't think he's going to have any issues doing that again today. Last season, he had a median of 293 passing yards per game and an average of 273, so just over there on the average. The Bills' passing yard defense are 7th in the league with 196 allowed per game, but they don't go against the Dolphins every game. Again, they have a 58% passing rate compared to the 42% running rate, and he has a ton of receivers on his team that should be able to get the job done for him. I'm going to go ahead and lock in Tua over 270.5 passing yards. I recommend you do it as well. And let's head on over to two picks from the other team, the Bills. So our third pick of the day is going to be James Cook over 2.5 receptions. This is actually not a popular play right now. I don't know how long it's been on PrizePicks. I don't know if it's just because it wasn't on PrizePicks initially or what, but this is not a popular play as of now. And I'm actually loving this play. So let's go ahead and take a look. Let me go ahead and pull it up on the screen. We can see James Cook over 2.5 receptions. It's at minus 122 odds right now. He went over in 7 of his last 10. In 2023, he went over in 58% of games. In away games, he went over in 6 of 8, 75%. And in 2024, he went over in the one game he played with 3 receptions versus Arizona. Now, Miami's receptions defense, they are 19th in the league, allowing 22 receptions per game. And versus running back, they're 5th, allowing 4 receptions per game. Now, usually you don't think of running backs getting receptions, and I understand that. But I do love this play today. They have a 53% pass rate, a 47% run rate, so it's kind of 50-50. We can see the outlier insight right here. James Cook has exceeded this in 5 of his last 6 games on the road. And we can see his target share percentage. He does get 9.9% of the target share, which isn't very high, but when you're thinking of a running back with a 10% target share percentage, that's not that bad. And I am absolutely just going to love this play today. Let's take the over. James Cook over 2.5 receptions. And before we do get into the fourth play, guys, I do want to just want to say again, guys, use code TTL over on UnderDog. Sign up, get a $1,000 deposit bonus and a month free of VIP. It helps me out a lot, and really just going to try and push this over the next month, 2 months as NFL is getting started. But let's get into our fourth pick of the day, and that's going to be Josh Allen over 39.5 rushing yards. And this is actually the most popular play other than the discount, the 0.5 free square on PrizePicks. This is the most popular play for Thursday night's football. So Josh Allen over 39.5 rushing yards. There have been 46,000 people that have taken this already. Let's go ahead and take a look at the stats and see why people are taking this pick so much right now. This actually has bumped up from, I believe, 36.5. So right here we can see it started at 37.5, it looks like, or maybe 36.5. Plenty of line movement. So 36 or 37.5 to 39.5 now. We can see he got 39 last game and went under by 0.5. In 2023, he went over this in 8 of 19 games. In away games, he went over in 50%, 4 of 8. And we can see he actually went over in 4 straight games at the end of last season with 44, 67, 74, and 72 rushing yards. And in his away games, he has an average of 42 rushing yards per game. Now, Miami's rushing yard defense, 7th in the league, allowing 97 rushing yards allowed. Versus quarterbacks, though, they are allowing 18 per game, and they're in the bottom half of the league with a rank 17 in rushing yards allowed versus quarterbacks. We can see, again, he exceeded this in 5 straight games. This is called talking about 37.5. If it bumps down to 38.5, he would have cashed last game even. But I'm loving this play today. Again, it's 50-50 for their pass run rate. That doesn't really change. And we can see the rush attempt share overall. Josh Allen is second right after James Cook with 111 rush attempts with a 21.7 rushing share percentage. I believe he's going to rush a lot in tonight's game, I guess technically, if this video is tomorrow. It's currently 4 p.m. on the 11th for me, trying to get this out early. But for Thursday Night Football's game, I do think that Josh Allen is going to rush the ball a lot. Let's go ahead and lock it in. Let's go 4-0 today, guys. Let's cash a 4 pick. I actually have this in VIP as a 4 pick for a 10x potential. Let's lock it in, guys. I hope to see you guys when it turns green. See you in the next video. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button.